Chapter 5 India, that is Bharat. Question answers. The big questions. Question 1 How do we define India? Answer. India is defined as a modern nation with defined borders, states, and a known population. Historically, it was very different with many names and shifting boundaries over thousands of years. It has been a region known as the Indian Subcontinent, enriched with spiritual and cultural unity. Question 2 What were the ancient names for India? Answer. Ancient names for India include Sapta Sindhava from the Rig Veda, meaning land of the seven rivers. Next, Bharatvarsh, used in the Mahabharat, meaning the country of the Bhāratas. Next, Jambu Dvipa, meaning the island of the fruit of the jamun tree. Next, Hind or Hindu, names used by the Persians, derived from Sindhu, Indus River. Next, Indoi or Indike, names used by the Greeks. Next, Yendu or Yendu, names used by the ancient Chinese, derived from Sindhu. Next, Tainzu, another Chinese term for India, reflecting respect for India as the land of the Buddha. Next, Hindustan, a term first used in a Persian inscription about 1800 years ago. Think about it. Consider the physical map of the Indian subcontinent at the start of the chapter. What are its natural boundaries that you can make out? Answer. The physical map of the Indian subcontinent at the start of the chapter highlights the following natural boundaries. So friends, this is the physical map of the Indian subcontinent. First, the Himalayas, this one. These mountains form the northern boundary, creating a natural barrier between the Indian subcontinent and the rest of Asia. Next, the Indian Ocean, here. This body of water forms the southern boundary of the subcontinent. Next, the Arabian Sea, this one. This sea lies to the west of the Indian subcontinent. Next, the Bay of Bengal, this one. This body of water is to the east of the Indian subcontinent. These natural features have historically defined the geographical limits of the Indian subcontinent. Page 78, let's explore. Do you recognize the names of any regions given in the map figure 5.4 on page 79? List the ones that you have heard of. Answer. From the map in figure 5.4 on page 79 of the chapter 5, the regions listed that are recognizable include. So friends, this is the map figure 5.4 on page 79. First, Kashmir. Second, Kurukshetra, parts of Haryana. Next, Vanga, parts of Bengal. Next, Pragya Jyotisha, roughly today's Assam. Kachcha, Kutch. Kerala, more or less today's Kerala. These names have been historically significant and are still recognized in various forms in modern India. Page 80. Think about it. Have you identified the snowy mountains? Do you think this brief description of Bharata is correct? Answer. The snowy mountains referred to in this description of Bharata are the Himalayas. The brief description of Bharat is indeed correct, as it accurately describes the geographical extent of ancient India. North of the ocean refers to the Indian Ocean, which forms the southern boundary. South of the snowy mountains refers to the Himalayas, forming the northern boundary. This description aligns well with the traditional understanding of the Indian subcontinent's natural boundaries, encompassing the vast area between the Himalayas and the Indian Ocean. Page 81, let's explore. In this reproduction of the first page of the original Constitution of India, in figure 5.5, page 82, can you make out the phrase India, that is Bharat? Answer. Yes, the phrase India, that is Bharat, can be made out on the first page of the original Constitution of India in figure 5.5, page 82 of the chapter 5. So friends, this is figure 5.5. We can see here India, that is Bharat. This phrase appears at the beginning of the Constitution, reaffirming the ancient name Bharat alongside the modern name India as an official designation of the country. This inclusion highlights the historical continuity and the rich cultural heritage of the nation. Page 83, let's explore. Can you complete this table of the many names of India? Answer. Persian, Hind, Hindu or Hindustan. Greek Indoi Indique, Latin India, Chinese Yintu Yindu, Tanzu, Arabic and Persian Al Hind, English India, French Inde. Next, questions, activities and projects. Question 1. Discuss what could be the meaning of the quotation at the start of the chapter. Answer. The quotation at the start of the chapter from Sri Aurobindo reads, in India at a very early time the spiritual and cultural unity was made complete and became the very stuff of the life of all this great surge of humanity between the Himalayas and the two seas. Meaning of the quotation, spiritual and cultural unity. The quotation emphasizes that India, from very early times, developed a strong sense of spiritual and cultural unity. This unity was not just superficial but became an integral part of the lives of its people. Next, geographical reference. The phrase between the Himalayas and the two seas refers to the Indian subcontinent's geographical boundaries, bounded by the Himalayas to the north and the Indian Ocean, including the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal to the south. Next, enduring legacy. The great surge of humanity suggests a thriving, dynamic population that has maintained its cultural and spiritual traditions over millennia. Essence of life. By stating that this unity became the very stuff of the life, the quotation implies that these cultural and spiritual values were deeply embedded in the everyday lives of the people, influencing their thoughts, actions, and societal structures. In essence, Sri Aurobindo's quotation captures the idea that India's identity has been shaped by a profound and enduring sense of unity that transcends regional and temporal boundaries, rooted in its spiritual and cultural traditions. This unity has been a defining feature of the Indian civilization throughout its history. Question 2. True or false? First, the Rig Veda describes the entire geography of India. Answer. False. The Rig Veda mentions regions such as Sapta Sindhava, land of the seven rivers, but does not describe the entire geography of India. Next, the Vishnu Puran describes the entire subcontinent. Answer. True. The Vishnu Puran describes the subcontinent as Bharat, the land that lies north of the ocean and south of the snowy mountains, Himalayas. Next, in Ashoka's time, Jambu Dweep included what is today India, parts of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Answer. True. In Ashoka's inscriptions, Jambu Dweep referred to the whole of India, including parts of modern day Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Next, the Mahabharata lists many regions including Kashmir, Kutch, and Kerala. Answer. True. The Mahabharata mentions many regions such as Kashmir, Kachcha, Kutch, and Kerala. Next, the term Hindustan first appeared in a Greek inscription more than 2000 years ago. Answer. False. The term Hindustan first appeared in a Persian inscription around 1800 years ago. Next, in ancient Persian, the word Hindu refers to the Hindu religion. Answer. False. In ancient Persian, the word Hindu was a geographical term derived from Sindhu, Indus River, and did not refer to the Hindu religion. Next, Bharat is a name given to India by foreign travelers. Answer. False. Bharata is a name that comes from ancient Indian texts, specifically referring to the land of the Bharatas, an ancient Vedic group. It was not given by foreign travelers. Question 3. If you were born some 2000 years ago and had the chance to name our country, what name or names might you have chosen and why? Use your imagination. Answer. If I were born 2000 years ago and had the chance to name our country, I might have chosen Aryabhat, meaning land of the noble ones, reflecting the ancient Vedic texts that refer to the region where noble or righteous people lived. Next, Sapta Sindhu, meaning land of the seven rivers, highlighting the significance of the major rivers in sustaining life and culture. Next, Himalaya Varsha, meaning land of the Himalayas, emphasizing the majestic mountain range that defines the northern boundary. Next, Dharma Kshetra, meaning field of Dharma or land of righteousness, showcasing the region's rich spiritual and moral heritage. Next, Vishwaguru, meaning teacher of the world, underlining the ancient knowledge, wisdom, and cultural influence India had over other civilizations. These names encapsulate the cultural, geographical, and spiritual essence of ancient India, emphasizing its heritage, natural beauty, and role as a center of learning. Question 4. Why did people travel to India from various parts of the world in ancient times? What could be their motivations in undertaking such long journeys? Hint: there could be at least 4 or 5 motivations. Answer: people traveled to India from various parts of the world in ancient times for several reasons. First, trade and commerce. India was known for its wealth, spices, silk, cotton, and other valuable commodities. Traders from regions like Persia, Greece, Rome, and China sought to establish trade routes and acquired these goods. Next, spiritual and religious pilgrimage. India was the birthplace of major religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Pilgrims traveled to visit sacred sites, seek spiritual enlightenment, and learn from Indian sages and monks. Next, education and knowledge. Ancient Indian universities like Nalanda and Takshashila attracted scholars from all over the world. They came to study various subjects including philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and more. Cultural exchange. India was a melting pot of cultures and ideas. Travelers were motivated by the desire to experience and learn from India's rich and diverse cultural heritage, arts, music, and literature. Next, exploration and curiosity. Adventurers and explorers were drawn to the vast and diverse landscape of India. The curiosity to discover new lands, people, and ways of life motivated many to undertake long journeys. Political alliances and diplomacy. Kings and emperors often sent envoys to India to establish diplomatic relations, form alliances, and strengthen their political influence in the region. These motivations highlight the multifaceted appeal of ancient India, making it a significant destination for travelers from across the world. So, friends, we have completed all the question answers from the chapter, including the in text questions. If you find the video useful, kindly like it. Thank you for watching.